state mandated test because it can be a deciding factor whether students move on to the 4th grade. Last year, 44% of children in the 3rd grade alone could not pass the state reading test, and over 2,000 3rd graders were at risk of being held back. Children who cannot read by 3rd grade face significant hardships in their continuing education. They are 4 times less likely to graduate high school. For children living in poverty, it is even worse. Those children not reading by 3rd grade are 13 times less likely to graduate from high school. We have heard stories from our members about this exact concern. One of the most important things we have learned is that reading does not always happen naturally. It is a skill that has to be taught. However, this is not a teacher problem. Our teachers are dedicated, hardworking, and might I add, committed. In the past year, our school district has made serious and positive changes regarding reading in the county. Brevard Public Schools have been investing in training teachers on the sequential elements of reading instruction as backed by the science of reading. Also last year, we learned that the curing strategy for teaching children to read is ineffective. Recently, we were encouraged to learn that this strategy is no longer being provided in reading instruction in Brevard County. We've learned that all principals, assistant principals, and literacy coaches have been and will continue to be trained in the science of reading and receive a certificate through the state. New hires will also be trained before the next school year. We also learned that 195 teachers took part in an elective multi-week training on nights and weekends for the science of reading. 60 additional teachers have recently joined a series of intensive training on Saturdays. While this is cause for celebration, we are here to ensure these efforts not only continue, but grow so more teachers are trained. There are roughly 1,200 K-3 teachers in Brevard Public Schools. So a little over 20% have completed an intensive training. So tonight, we are challenging our school district leaders to work to train half of all K-3 students by the 2026 school year. Each year, we do not improve our reading scores, we lose a whole new group of kids who start disengaging from school when they get discouraged that they can't read. Over the past 4 months, the Education Committee has researched, met with public officials, and national experts in this field to better identify solutions to continue to strengthen reading achievement throughout and across the county. Evidence indicates if reading instruction is aligned with the science of reading, then nearly 98% of 3rd graders should be able to pass the state reading test. Unfortunately, we learned that through school systems are using instructional methods that are scientifically shown to be effective. Some research suggests that 50% of children in the U.S. are not learning in effective environments through their schools. We do not want Brevard County to be one of those places. One of the most critical things we need to continue is scientifically that training for our teachers and administrators in charge so that they can work together to offer each child the individualized support that they need. So we are here tonight to ask Superintendent Dr. Rendell and School Board Member Matt Susan to take necessary steps to continue these efforts. How do we shine? How do we shine?